what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. There is no love beyond to what thou wilt. The word of the law is Velma. Velma, the Velma means will. The key to this message is this word will. The first of his meaning of this law is confirmed by antithesis. The word of sin is restriction. Again, thou hast no right but to do thy will. Do that and no other shall say nay. For poor will, and a suit of purpose, delivered from the lust of result, is every way perfect. Take this carefully. It seems to imply in theory that if every man and every woman did his and her will, the true will, there would be no clashing. Every man and every woman is a star, and each star moves in an appointed path without interference. There is plenty of room for all. It is only disorder that creates confusion. From these considerations, it should be clear that do what thou wilt does not mean do what you like. It is the apotheosis of freedom, but it is also the strictest possible bond. Do what thou wilt and do nothing else. Let nothing deflect thee from that austere and holy task. Liberty is absolute to do thy will, but seek to do any other thing whatever, and instantly obstacles must arise. Every act that is not in the definite curse of that one orbit is heretic in hindrance. Will must not be two, but one. Note further that this will is not only to be poor, that single, as explained above, but also in a suit of purpose. This strange praise must give us pause. It may mean that any purpose in the will would ambit clearly the lust of result is a thing from which it must be delivered. But the praise may also be interpreted as if it read with purpose on a suit, aye, with tireless energy. The conception is, therefore, of an eternal motion, infinite and unutterable. It is nirvana, only dynamic instead of state, and this comes to the same thing in the end. The obvious practical task of the magician is then to discover what his will really is, so that he may do it in this manner, and he can best accomplish this by the practice of Liber Equinoxes 7, 105, or such others as may from one time to another be appointed. Thou must, one, find out what is thy will. To will it will with a one-pointedness, with detachment, at peace. Then, and then only, work in harmony with the movement of things, thy will part of, and therefore equal to the will of God. And since the will is but the dynamic aspect of the self, and since two different selves could not possess identical wills, then, if that would be God's will, thou art that. There's but one other word to explain, as words written. Surely for our great comfort, love is the law. Love under will. This is to be taken as meaning that will is the law. The nature of that will is love, but this love is as it were a byproduct of that will. It doesn't contradict, it supersedes that will. And if apparent contradiction should arise in any crisis, it is the will that will good as a right. Lo, while in the book of the law is much of love, there is no word of sentimentality. Hate itself is almost like love. His brothers fight ye, the manly race of the world understand this. The love of liberal religions is always bold, virile, even orgiastic. There is delicacy, but it is its strength, mighty and terrible and glorious as it. However, it is but the pennon upon the sacred lance of will, the Damascene inscription upon the swords of the 9 months of the element. Love is the law. Love under will.